So with the upcoming Superman prequel shows Krypton, and then followed on the DC streaming service that is coming soon, Metropolis, I kind of had this thought a little while back, and I was thinking, with DC doing all these prequel shows before their superheroes, like Gotham, Krypton, Metropolis, why not do a prequel show to a character that you could still get away with superhero stuff? Why not do a superhero show that you can still do superhero stuff in without having the superhero in it? And that brought me to my idea of, why not do an Abin Sur TV series? You could still do Green Lantern stuff and not impede anything with Hal Jordan. In fact, you could still get away with a lot of stuff that you could have done with Hal Jordan with Abin Sur. And you may be thinking, well, Abin Sur's not a popular character. There's a bit of a following, and Jeff Johns did a lot with that character in his run that built up a lot of character with him. So I think there's a lot of ground for having an Abin, and again, you can do a Green Lantern show without Hal Jordan, rather than just do, like, I don't know, Coast City, Before there was Green Lantern, there was Ferris Airlines, even before, and there was no Hal Jordan. Or some ridiculous shit like that. You can do, with this show, you could do cool spacefaring stuff, but with, an actual Green Lantern. And there's so much story potential here. There are so many ways you could play around with this and play around with the DC Cosmic Universe with Abin Sur. You can focus, you could start the series out with the early days of Abin Sur when he first became a Green Lantern of Sector 2814. When he met Sinestro. That's the other thing. You can do a lot of stuff with Sinestro without making him a member of the Sinestro Corps. Him and, Sinestro and Abin were very close friends. So you can really build up their partnership. You can really build up their partnership, their friendship. You can even have Kilowog and other non-human lanterns in here. You can definitely get away with doing non-human lanterns, like I said, Kilowog. You could have Tomar-Ray in here. You could have Chip. You could have, well, I don't know, Katmatui, probably not. Now that I think, you're probably not Katmatui. You could definitely have Mogo in several episodes. You could have Mogo. And yeah. And like I said, there's so many ways you could tell a story with Abin Sur. Like, you could get into the story of why the Green Lanterns didn't save Krypton. You could definitely get away with the story of Abin Sur and Sinestro, like, look, Krypton's gonna blow up, we need to save them, and the Guardians are like, nah, it's cool, it's totally fine, they'll handle it. So, yeah, and the other thing is that you can build in with the Krypton stuff with Sinestro, meaning that, the Guardians knew about Krypton's destruction. They could have at least saved some people instead of, only one getting away. Technically, two people getting away. Cousins. And yeah, that could be one of a major moment for Sinestro being like, dude, fuck the Guardians. And that could be the other thing, is that Abin and Sinestro have, like, this very, even though they're good friends, they have these two clashing ideologies. And Abin's still like, look, I still believe that, the Guardians can be, and everything the Green Lantern Corps stands for. And Sinestro's like, man, fuck the Guardians. Do you not get it yet that these people, that these blue-headed bastards just do not give a single fuck about anyone else but themselves? And yeah, I think that would be, I think that'd be a lot of fun to see these two kind of clash on the, not like have physical fights, but more like discussions about it without, Sinestro being like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna go make a yellow ring. Laters! No, you don't need to do that at all. In fact, you could probably get away, since this is Sector 2814, you could get away with stuff, of Abin being on Earth before, his inevitable demise. You could have him, like, go on a mission to, like, recover some kind of stolen alien tech, and maybe, like, trying to escape, like, Waller, not Suicide Squad, not the Suicide Squad, but something like, maybe, Argus, trying to escape the forces of Argus and all that, and then get back to, try to get his ring back after it's lost or some shit. You could get away with stuff like doing, an episode with the Manhunters. You could have the Manhunters are back in some capacity, and Abin and Sinestro go out to stop them, or even go to their homeworld of Bayat. You know, the main villain you could definitely do, especially in the final season, is Atrocitus before he became a Red Lantern. Atrocitus, for those who don't remember, Atrocitus was a prisoner that Abin was trying to transfer, and also knew about the whole history of Blackest Night. And I'll get into how we could do Blackest Night in here as well. But yeah, it was because of Atrocitus that Abin Sur crash land on Earth, and that led to his inevitable demise. So I think it would be cool is that if you bring in Atrocitus, maybe like later in the seasons, if not the final season of the show, and have him be Abin's rival, as well as knowing about the Blackest Night. You know, the other thing in here is that Abin Sur had a sister. You know, for those who remember, in the Geoff Johns run, they revealed that yeah, Abin Sur had a sister, and she had the hots for Sinestro, and that's they kind of made Sora Niknatu. So. Yeah, you could definitely delve into the relationship between Abin Sur's sister and Sinestro. Like, yeah, I'm dating my best friend's sister. I don't know how he's going to I don't know how he's going to feel about that, so we're going to keep it on the down low, you know. Also, I can't afford, Korugar needs a strong leader, and I can't show myself or else my enemy is on Korugar, because I pretty much doubt that there are some people who like the Lanterns are going to, probably use you as a... something to use against me. So that would be a really cool, emotional angle, is the growing relationship between Sinestro and Abin Sur's sister, whose name I've completely forgotten. But yeah, there's, and again, what would be really cool about this show is that it would just be an alien cast. Aside from maybe episodes where they're going to Earth, this could be an all-alien cast. Something I hardly ever see in either animation or live action is an all-alien cast. And again, you could get, it's a Green Lantern show without Hal Jordan. And again, it's a prequel show that makes sense, because it's a character that in the long run, in the Geoff Johns run, Abin Sur really kind of is the niche that ties everything together for Hal Jordan, and that would be a cool way of setting everything up. Like I said, Blackest Night, Abin discovers the whole prophecy of the Blackest Night, and he sees, visions of the multiple cores. That's the other thing. I wouldn't use multiple cores in here, it would just be the Green Lantern Corps, but, you would see the makings of the other cores. You would see through Sinestro, you would see the makings of him becoming a villain, and the eventual Sinestro Corps, and with other, I would maybe introduce St. Walker in some capacity, and not have him as a Blue Lantern, but yeah, you see him, you see the, all the stuff for, the Blue Lanterns. The word got away from me. And here's the other thing. Abin Sur helped create the Indigo Lanterns. So that would be actually one of the only other Lantern Corps that I would actually, now that I think about it, would actually have in this show, is because, yeah, Abin Sur helped set up the Indigo Tribe. Because the Indigo Tribe, someone who needs compassion, like a villain who needs compassion. And that's something a lot of people forgot about with that story. But yeah, you could definitely do a part of the show is Abin Sur helping to secretly set up the Indigo Tribe, and use the Indigo Light, him trying to, rally in the emotional entity. I'm forgetting the emotional entity of Compassion's name. It's like Protocelius? It's a giant octopus, okay? It's a giant fucking octopus. But yeah, the other thing is that I would have, Agapo, the makings of the Star Sapphires. Maybe even, that would probably be another, maybe the Star Sapphires, but more like it was like a parasitic gem, like that kind of point, before there was an actual, making of a Lantern Corps in some form. But yeah, of course, the final episode would be how, Abin Sur's demise, and then, you see Hal Jordan get the ring. That would be the final episode. But there's so much potential here, again, you could do stuff with Krypton. You could do, the destruction of Krypton, and, Abin Sur demanding to know why we didn't why the Guardians didn't want the Lanterns to save it, or, you could do stuff with the Manhunters. Atrocitus, like I said. You could even do stuff on Mars. Now you're probably thinking, well, even in Abin Sur's timeline, Mars would be a desolate wasteland, and J'onn J'onzz would be probably hiding on Earth right now. That's the thing, is that J'onn J'onzz in this time period would still be the last green Martian. Yes, but there are still white Martians on Mars, so you could do a story where, like, Abin and Sinestro hear, like, this, or maybe just Abin, who hears this distress call on Mars, and he's like, what the fuck? I thought Mars was, like, desolate and destroyed, so I'll go down there. Oh shit, white Martians! Yeah, there's so much potential here. And like I said, you could do stuff with Kilowog. You could do stuff with Tomar-Re and you know, Tomato, Chip, Mogo, so many characters. Even characters before they became Lanterns. There's so much potential here. And I understand that, yeah, this would probably be a pretty expensive show, but but I think, like, yeah, this has so much potential. Even, you know, like I said, prequel series, but it's a prequel show that would actually make sense instead of Metropolis before Superman. You know, before all the cool shit happened. The only thing interesting is Lex's rise to power. That's about it. So yeah, this would, you know, I would love to see, if you're going to do another prequel show, just have it about Abin Sur. Just like I said, so much story potential. And if you were going to do, yeah, this would be the only one where I'd be like, yeah, a prequel show that makes sense. The only other one would probably be a Wonder Woman prequel show that would focus on Hippolyta fighting the war against Ares and, you know, the formation of Themyscira. Just call it Amazons or something like that. That would be the only other one where I'd be like, yeah, a prequel show to Wonder Woman would actually be kind of kick-ass, and if you focus on, like, Hippolyta and the other Amazons and the formation of Themyscira. That would be about it. And, you know, this is a Wonder Woman prequel. But yeah. So that's pretty much all I had to say about this. You guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of a Green Lantern prequel show focusing on Abin Sur? Do you guys like the idea? Do you guys hate the idea? Who would you want to see in the show? What kind of characters, Lantern or otherwise, show up in here? Like, you know, characters from Ron and, you know, Gordania. Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.